Warm welcome to Expert ACM. Here we are going to see one more question, which is very critical for the people directly working in material planning or responsible for customer fulfillment or executing the KPI on time delivery or OTIF in full on time. So all this could impact your planning. If planning is not done properly, then it's going to impact the material availability. And the stock out can have a various degree of impact depending upon whether it's a B2B or B2C, and what is the value of the product. Is it at only one location or multiple location we have this, and what is the duration of stock out? All that matters. So let us go to the slide. I will share now. If you would like to see any of my previous session, you are welcome to visit my YouTube channel, where you will see all the previous version. Now the question is very much straightforward. It is applicable to the supply chain professional, whatever subdomains you are there. The question is clear. How would you deal with the situation if you run out of stock? It could be a stock out or line stoppage depending upon what kind of environment you are dealing, especially if you are dealing with a continuous production and you are dealing with B2B customer. Then it will have a major impact. And in situation, what can be done in the last moment? What can be done? And this is most predominantly asked question in most of the supply chain interview. Of course, you have to start there, saying that we should avoid all such stoppage condition by taking preventive measures, maybe by suitable planning or having a safety stock. All that is fine, but still there can be a stock out for various reasons which may or may not be under your control. So let us see what could be the possible answers to such a situation. And we should also know the impact of this stock out. Is it very critical, as in the case of continuous production B2B environment? Maybe if you are working in a tier 1 company supplying to OEM, the situation will be very critical. On the other hand, you are managing supply chain in a retail or distribution environment, where customer is a end user, consumers, they come to your place and take the item. So you can see the impact of this non availability can be different in different situation, and accordingly we have to assess the risk and provide suitable response. If it is a serious issue, like it is going to stop the production of customer, and also we have an agreement with the customer that there will be a penalty, which is the case in most of the automobile environment, or we are going to lose a long time customer, which may be in a retail environment or distribution environment. That is one side. Other side, it could be simply a customer visiting a retail point, and the customer is not able to find the product on time. Maybe this customer is willing to wait for some time, maybe come back again next time. So the impact could be wide, okay, starting from a very serious impact to a very low impact. So we have to understand which situation you are in to give a proper response. Maybe if you are on the other end where it's not going to affect the customer too much, then yeah, a simpler response could be fine. Whereas if it is very critical, we need to analyze the situation and give response. In any case, whatever may be the situation, we have to also engage customer. Okay, we have to give some advance information that there is some problem going on, but we are making all our efforts to find an alternative. So engaging customer before this happens is a first right way of handling the customer. There are some possibilities. These are not the exhaustive list, but you can always give a response like this, or you can also use this in your workplace. Most of the item have a substitute item. If you are working in manufacturing, instead of this product, always there can be a similar product. Or if you are dealing with a component, there can be a similar component. Why we are not using similar component? Maybe that component or a product is of higher specification, maybe the cost is more. So we are giving to the customer as per the requirement, maybe based on cost, what we have fixed. Now when you are in an emergency situation, maybe you can take approval from your management to provide a substitute. Possibly if it's a low cost substitute, you have to take approval from your customer. On the other hand, if it is a higher cost substitute, you have to take approval from your management. Possibly considering the emergency, the management will also approve. But if you are doing this frequently, then your head is under a big trouble. Possibility that if you are doing frequently, maybe once in a week, then you will be thrown out of the job. The second option could be whether any recovery can be made. Maybe some of the customer, whatever you have supplied earlier, customer is holding it due to some reason. Maybe they have not started or launched that product, or there is some quality issue, or some of the product has come back for recycling. So you can check whether any of the option is possible to reclaim or recycle such an item. Maybe you might have made some of the product obsolete for some reason. Is some recovery possible? All this should happen quickly, okay, not after the thing has happened. Check with the production or suppliers to do expediting. Possibly the production is already doing it, but they are not in phase. In such case, maybe you have to organize for extra time in the form of overtime or additional shift. Maybe in emergency situation, in top management will also get involved. It's not that you are going to fight alone. Management with you only. What management is expecting is that you are not keep repeating such situation every now and then. Possibly you can check with your parent concern or sister concern, but this is going to take time. Most of the multinational organization, they have multi plant, either within the country or globally they are spread. So it is always possible to get some emergency shipment from other location. This is how we have done in some of the cases where you can air freight the item quickly. But there is time involved, because you get it from any part of the world. If it has to even come by air freight, and you have to do some custom clearance, all this may take a time, maybe 1 day or 2 day or 3 days. So the question is, will your customer wait? But if there is no option, even that can be done. Sometime we have also done that somebody personally carry this item, maybe subject to weight constraint. You have a pre baggage of 30 or 40 kgs depending on airlines. But if you are willing to pay higher baggage price, you can also get it as a personal baggage. In any case, when it is comes to the custom, you have to declare the items, pay the necessary custom duty, and get out the item. I have seen in some cases we were able to get some item from Germany or sometime from South Korea within 24 hours. This is by coming by a personal baggage. A person is going to carry this item. If you are depending on air courier or like DHL or any other mode, it is going to take at least 2 to 3 days. Even in emergency condition, you are willing to pay double the price, triple the price, then also it's going to take more time. So you have to anticipate all the additional expenses involved in this cases. And also you can support the customer by providing all this things with no extra cost. Maybe you are air freighting it at a express courier, and also from your plant you are hand carrying it, or doing express courier. All this option can be examined. Which option is suitable, it depends upon what kind of customer, what product you are dealing, and what is the level of urgency in the customer. Are you stopping the line is a big question. Maybe if it is a retail customer, it is not going to make a big impact unless the value of the product is higher. There also we can do some marketing tricks or management, but when it comes to b2b, you have no choice other than exploring these of the ideas. Maybe I think this can help you to answer this particular question. So, if you have any such similar questions you have come across, so you are always welcome to reach out to me. You can type in the comments either in LinkedIn or YouTube, so that we can discuss on such a requirement. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day or evening.